Have you ever noticed the small, pale mark on your thumb that looks like a half moon and then quickly dismissed it as nothing important? You see it every day, yet you have likely never paused to ask what it means or why it looks different from person to person. Many people carry this mark in plain sight, sensing there may be something unusual about it, but lacking the language, context, or permission to question its significance. That quiet curiosity, the feeling that something familiar might hold a deeper meaning, is where this story begins. Today, we explore the moon-shaped mark on the thumb, often called the crescent moon or lunula, and uncover what it has represented across cultures, traditions, and symbolic systems. You will learn why this mark appears uniquely on every individual, why for some it is large and prominent, covering much of the thumb, while for others it is faint, small, or positioned lower near the base of the nail. These physical differences are not random observations. They invite a deeper question about whether the body quietly carries information we have learned to overlook. By the end of this video, you will no longer see this small mark as an insignificant detail. You will understand why, throughout history, it has been associated with vitality, uniqueness, and spiritual significance, and how it may reflect something personal about you. This exploration is not about superstition, but awareness. It offers a new way of looking at yourself, one that reconnects the visible body with deeper identity. What you discover may shift how you see something you have carried all along without ever realizing it was speaking to you. If you felt those questions touched upon a deep-seated curiosity within you, take a moment to subscribe to the channel, like, and share this video. The content on this channel is created for those who feel that their bodies, intuition, and life journey mean more than what is outwardly apparent. Perhaps this is the message you've been waiting for. And now, let's slow down a bit. Look down at your thumb. Observe that small crescent moon, whether clear or faint, and listen to the story behind it. Because sometimes, the seemingly smallest things hold the deepest messages about who you are. Section 1. Why the moon mark is rare. Not everyone carries a visible crescent moon on the thumb, and that rarity alone sparks curiosity. When something appears on only a small number of people, it naturally invites questions: why them, and what does it mean? Across many interpretations, the moon mark is often seen as a sign of uniqueness, not merely in outward personality, but in inner capacity. It does not elevate anyone above others, nor does it suggest divinity. Instead, it quietly points to traits that are uncommon, subtle strengths that tend to operate beneath the surface rather than on display. Those who bear this mark are frequently described as naturally gifted. Their abilities are not the result of training, repetition, or deliberate cultivation. These qualities feel innate, as though they were present long before conscious effort ever began. They are woven into identity rather than added through experience. Such gifts may express themselves as deep emotional intelligence, heightened intuition, advanced creativity, or a remarkable ability to sense and understand others. The crescent moon does not create these qualities. It simply reflects what already exists, an outward sign of an inward design that is both rare and quietly powerful. Before we move forward, take a moment to pause and reflect on what you've just heard. As you consider the idea that this small, quiet mark may mirror something deeply woven into who you are, notice what resonates within you. Sometimes recognition arrives not as surprise, but as a gentle sense of familiarity, as if something unspoken has finally been named. If this message connects with your experience, I invite you to show your support by liking this video. You're also welcome to share your thoughts in the comments, what stood out to you, or how this description reflects your own journey. And if you feel called, simply type this below: I recognize what my soul already carries. As we continue, will move beyond rarity and begin exploring what this mark may be pointing you toward, and why its presence often becomes meaningful only at certain moments in life. Section 2. Innate gifts and the sixth sense. Many who carry the crescent moon mark move through life with the quiet certainty that they are guided by something greater than themselves. From an early age, they often feel an unspoken connection to God, the universe, or a higher intelligence that cannot be fully explained, only deeply felt. This connection is not abstract or distant. It weaves itself into their thoughts, their choices, and the way they respond to the world around them. Rather than merely observing life from the outside, they experience it from within. They sense the atmosphere of a room, the emotional undercurrents of a conversation, and the subtle shifts that signal change before it arrives. This is what many describe as the sixth sense, not a mystical fantasy, but a heightened awareness that allows them to perceive what others easily miss. They notice patterns beneath chaos, meaning beneath coincidence, and truth beneath silence. Often, they understand situations before words are spoken or outcomes are revealed, guided by an inner knowing that feels instinctive and precise. They do not simply see reality as a sequence of events. They feel themselves as part of its unfolding. This inner compass becomes both a gift and a responsibility. It enables them to uncover deeper truths while gently awakening those around them. Through their presence alone, they invite others to look beyond routine existence, to question surface-level concerns, and to sense that life holds far more depth than it first appears. Section 3. The call to self-discovery. If you notice a moon on your thumb, consider it an invitation not to feel superior, and not to separate yourself from others, but to begin a deeper journey of self-discovery. It is a quiet signal calling you inward, asking you to look beyond surface identity and explore who you truly are beneath expectations, roles, and labels. Knowing yourself from the inside out is one of the most valuable journeys you can take. It uncovers talents you may never have recognized, interests that spark genuine joy, and inner strengths waiting to be developed. At the same time, it gently reveals the areas where growth is possible, not as flaws to judge, but as doorways to greater awareness. When self-understanding becomes clear, life begins to feel less complicated. Decisions grow easier and more confident. You are drawn toward work that excites and energizes you, relationships that nourish rather than drain you, and paths that feel aligned with your deeper nature rather than imposed by pressure or fear. Self-knowledge becomes your strongest form of protection against life's uncertainties. When you know who you are at your core, external circumstances lose their power to destabilize you. You may still face challenges, but you are no longer easily shaken because your sense of direction, value, and purpose comes from within. Section 4. Clarity of mind and the power of words. One of the most striking qualities often found in those who carry the moon mark is the ability to express themselves with remarkable clarity and presence. Their words are steady, intentional, and precise. This confidence does not come from chance or surface-level charisma, but from deep understanding of themselves, of others, and of the moment they are speaking into. Because their thoughts are clear, their words carry weight. What they speak tends to shape outcomes, not through force, but through alignment. Their minds are sharp and focused, capable of seeing through confusion and arriving quickly at what truly matters. Decisions are made with purpose, not hesitation. They trust their intuition as much as their intellect. Even under pressure, they act with courage rather than panic. When challenges arise, they remain calm and centered, guided by inner values instead of external noise. Wisdom, not emotion, sets the tone of their response. This rare blend of intelligence, intuition, and emotional balance gives their voice quiet authority. It makes them influential without being overpowering, strong without losing tenderness, powerful, yet unmistakably human. Before we move forward, take a quiet moment to reflect on what you've just heard. Notice how your own thoughts form, how your words land, and how often your inner clarity shapes the reality around you. Have there been moments when your voice carried more power than you realized, when speaking from alignment changed the direction of a situation or brought calm where there was once chaos? If this resonates with you, share your experience in the comments. You can write a few words about how clarity or intuition has guided you, or simply type, "I speak with clarity and truth," to acknowledge what you carry within. As we transition into the next section, allow this awareness to deepen, because what comes next reveals how this inner clarity begins to influence not only your words, but your path forward. Section 5. Ambition, purpose, and inner drive. Even in moments of success, these individuals are rarely fulfilled by achievement alone. External milestones may come and go, but what truly moves them is growth, the quiet, relentless expansion of who they are and what they are capable of becoming. Status may attract attention, but it does not satisfy their deeper hunger. Whether they are drawn to art, science, leadership, or service, their focus is never shallow. They are guided by a desire to contribute something meaningful, to leave behind more than evidence of success, to leave behind impact. They dream boldly, set their sights high, and continue forward even when the path becomes demanding or uncertain. Difficulty does not discourage them. It sharpens their resolve. Their ambition does not rise from ego or the need for validation. It is fueled by purpose, an inner calling that quietly insists there is more to do, more to give, and more to become. This inner fire, when paired with intelligence, natural charm, and steady discipline, makes them powerful examples for others. Without trying to lead, they inspire. Without demanding attention, they draw it simply by living in alignment with what truly drives them. Section 6. Health, vitality, and relationships. The crescent moon has long been linked to natural vitality and inner balance. Across many traditions, a clear and healthy lunula is seen as a sign of resilient energy, often observed in individuals who recover quickly and fall ill less frequently. It reflects a body that knows how to restore itself and a spirit that remains grounded under pressure. This vitality extends beyond physical health and into daily life. Their homes often feel calmer, marked by a sense of emotional steadiness. Relationships tend to flow with greater harmony, shaped by patience, understanding, and the ability to respond rather than react. There is a quiet rhythm to how they move through life, one that brings stability to those around them. At the same time, an unusually small or overly prominent moon mark can serve as a gentle signal, a reminder to pay closer attention to heart health and overall well-being. This is not a message of fear or prediction, but an invitation to practice mindful self-care and restoration before imbalance takes root. True longevity does not arise from strength alone. It is born from balance, honoring the body, calming the mind, and nourishing the spirit together as one integrated whole. Section 7. The lunula in ancient and spiritual traditions. Across ancient civilizations, the lunula was revered as more than a physical detail. It was seen as a living symbol of life force and spiritual vitality. Many traditions believed this small crescent reflected a person's connection to the universe, a quiet indicator of how closely one's inner world aligned with the greater rhythms of existence. In holistic health systems, the lunula has long been observed as a subtle gauge of balance, energy, and internal harmony. A clearly visible lunula is often associated with strong vitality and resilient life energy. When it appears faint or seems absent, it may suggest imbalance, sometimes linked to nutritional deficiencies, depleted energy, or blocked life force. Energy healers also pay close attention to the lunula when reading the body's energetic flow. Disruptions seen here are believed to mirror blockages that can manifest physically, emotionally, or spiritually, offering clues to areas that may need care or realignment. To restore harmony, many traditions turn to practices such as Reiki, acupuncture, chakra balancing, and meditation. These approaches are not meant to diagnose or alarm, but to gently support the body's natural intelligence, encouraging balance, renewal, and a deeper sense of alignment between body, mind, and spirit. Before we move into the next section, take a quiet moment to reflect on what you've just heard. Notice your own hands. Notice your own body. Ask yourself whether this small, often overlooked detail might be inviting you to pay closer attention to your inner balance and energy. Awareness is always the first step toward alignment. If this perspective resonates with you, please take a second to like this video. It helps this message reach others who may need it. And if you feel called, leave a comment sharing your thoughts or experiences. You can also simply type, "I honor my inner balance," in the comments to mark this moment of awareness. Now, let's move forward into the next section, where we explore what this symbol may reveal on a more personal and practical level. Section 8. The lunula as a tool for growth and healing. The lunula is not merely a mark on the body. It functions as a quiet guide, offering subtle yet meaningful feedback about your inner world. When you learn to observe it with awareness, the lunula becomes a mirror, reflecting shifts in your physical condition, emotional balance, and spiritual alignment. Changes in its size, color, or visibility are often viewed as signals rather than coincidences. As vitality strengthens and inner harmony improves, the lunula is said to appear clearer and more defined, echoing a return to balance. In this way, it invites gentle self-reflection rather than fear, encouraging conscious care of both body and spirit. Many spiritual practitioners intentionally bring their attention to the lunula during meditation. This simple act helps quiet mental noise, anchor awareness in the present moment, and deepen connection with the inner self. By focusing on this small crescent, the mind settles, and intuition becomes easier to access. In energy work, the lunula is often used as a focal point for directing healing intention. Practitioners view it as a gateway through which restorative energy can be guided, helping to release blockages and re-establish natural flow. Seen this way, the lunula becomes not just a sign to notice, but a living tool supporting growth, healing, and conscious alignment over time. The crescent moon on your thumb is not random, and it is not insignificant. What appears to be a small white mark is, in truth, a quiet reflection of vitality, awareness, and inner connection. It is one of those subtle places where the body speaks without words, offering insight to those who are willing to notice. Across ancient traditions and modern holistic understanding alike, the lunula has been recognized as a doorway into deeper self-knowledge. It reflects the state of your energy, your balance, and your alignment with life itself. When you begin to observe it with intention, you are not chasing superstition, you are practicing awareness. And awareness is always the first step toward growth. This symbol reminds us of something essential. The body carries wisdom long before the mind learns to listen. Balance is not achieved through force, but through attention. Health, clarity, and fulfillment do not come from ignoring the subtle signals within us, but from honoring them. Self-knowledge becomes the foundation upon which a meaningful life is built. As you continue your journey, Remember that profound meaning often hides in the smallest details. Sometimes it is not a dramatic sign or a loud awakening that changes us, but a quiet half moon at the base of the thumb, an invitation to slow down, look closer, and understand yourself more deeply. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to take a moment and leave a comment below clearly stating this quote: "I honor the wisdom my body carries." Your words may be the confirmation someone else needs to begin their own journey. If this video brought you clarity or insight, please like it, share it with someone who may benefit, and subscribe to the Spiritual Flow channel for more reflections on self-awareness, balance, and inner alignment. And when you are ready, continue this exploration by watching the video below. It may reveal another piece of the wisdom already living within you. Thank you for walking this path with us. May awareness, balance, and clarity guide you forward.